All right, I'm going to tell you about a little thing I think is a mistake in the manufacturing of this kit, is the fact that they call the in the instructions, they call the ball stud, the silver ball stud, they call that the long one. And I don't know, let me see if we can, you might not be able to see this in the camera, but the silver one is not the longer one, the black one is the longer one. So I think they made a little bit of a mistake. I hope that does not come back to haunt me, but we're gonna go ahead and put the black ball stud in because that one is longer. And I tried the silver one and that would not reach the threads in the aluminum lock nut, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and use the longer black ball stud, okay? So that might be a mistake in the manual. Maybe they gave me the wrong parts, I don't know, but we're gonna go ahead and do it the way that I think is right. So we're gonna put the longer black ball stud in. Okay, there, and that works. That actually locked in. The silver one was too short, so just pay attention to that. It's just a, you know, we have to move on, so I can't sit there and dwell on it, but it just looks like they made a mistake. They either made a mistake in the directions or they made a mistake in packing the kit. So just something to pay attention to. And then we put the little dirt cover over top. Okay, so there's one. Okay, there's one. I guess we got to work on another one now. Yeah, build two, one left and one right. Okay, so we do the next one. Have them kind of laying out there. And get another black stud. Black ball stud. Okay, and the lock washer that slides into the bottom here. Okay. Just like that. And then this puppy goes on top. Okay, so we have a right and a left. But yeah, just pay attention to that. You know, like I said, I don't think it's a huge deal. You gotta move on. We can't just sit there and dwell on what color the bolt is. And hopefully that does not mean something bad in the future. I mean, I'm guessing this is now where your turnbuckle is going to go on. So maybe the silver one would have been better there, but it's not going to work. So you just got to do what you got to do. And you know, if you need aftermarket parts, you need aftermarket parts. And now we're going to work on the axles. So let's go to that next. Okay, we have the axles. Let's get this out of the way. Okay, here's your axle, and you got to slip the bearing over the SC10 front axle hex, and the bearing goes over that, and we're going to put a little C-clip here. I got that in another bag. Hold on, let me open that. There's a little groove here that you have to put. You have to put the C-clip on. You'll see it. You'll see it in the instructions. I know it's hard to tell. Okay, so we slip that puppy on there. Okay, and I guess that's it. And then we got to build two of them. So here's the other axle, another bearing. Put that on. And put the C-clip in the groove. There we go. Kind of clicks in there. Okay. So the next step here is we have, if you look inside, there's like a D shape there. Can you see that right in the middle there? And you have to align the axle that you just did with the C hook. All right, so working on the hubs and the axles here. So we got this one done. We finish this. You got to slide that through, line up the little D hole, and then I'm lubing them already. You know, I use WD-40. I know it collects dirt, but it's cheap, and I have it. And okay, so those are done. All right, now we're going to put the hex. This is cool because my here, let's get this out of the way. My other SC10 doesn't use hex hubs, and that kind of sucks. I could buy a conversion kit, but that's one of the reasons I wanted to get the factory team kit, because I started looking into all the upgrades for the other SC10. And I decided just to go and get a new SC10. Plus the fact if I build one from scratch, then I'll understand it a little bit better. So, all right, so we got the hex hubs. It's just cool. I'm excited about this. Now I can use regular wheels. And we're going to put, I think it's these pins right here. So these universal roll pins through these little holes in the axle. You know, you guys are familiar with this stuff. I mean, I think most RCs that I've messed with have this same kind of setup. If I can get this puppy through. There we go. Okay, and then just put the hub over top. Now this looks like this has got a little set pin that, yep, I see it, that's going to tighten this whole thing down. You know, the Traxxas ones, I think they just snap into place. This has a little set screw that goes in here, but nice aluminum, pretty cool. I'm happy about that. Let's see if I can get the right hex driver. That's not going to be the right, yeah, that is the right one. Okay. So, and does it say, it doesn't say Loctite. No, we don't need Loctite. So, let's just put that puppy in there and tighten that down. So, almost done with this. Let's do the other one real quick. Okay, are you guys following this? If you have any questions, you know, this is the first build for the Mudguy, so I'm going to screw up a lot. I'm telling you that ahead of time, and these are going to be long, probably boring videos, but you'll get to see just about every step of the process. And I don't know how many of you guys are into SC10s. I kind of dig them, and one of the reasons I like SC10 is because growing up I built like 3 RC10s. So, you know, not that there's a ton of similarities, but, you know, I've been a Team Associated fan since 85, 86, something like that. So, naturally I progressed into the SC10s, and they are good. They're good trucks. I do like my ready to run. It needs a lot of stuff to it, and you know, this is why I wanted to get the factory team kit. The other SC10, I'm not going to get rid of that. That's going to be my my loaner truck. So there we go. Those things are done, and we're moving on to the caster blocks, the plastic caster blocks. I don't know if I can get these in aluminum or not, but man, I don't know. Some people upgrade to aluminum. I never had problems with plastic caster blocks. I had these things on my slash brake, but not the caster block. So we're going to, where's my pliers here? Yes, I got a little hobby knife here. I just want to have these clean. So kids, don't mess with knives. Okay, don't do this. Safety precaution. And definitely don't cut towards your thumb like that. But I just want to shave these down a little bit, make them a little bit nicer. And we got more ball studs. Now these are the short ones, which we touched base on that a little while ago. The short ones are the silver colored, not the steel colored. So, you know, just pay attention to that. What do we got here? This one and this one. No, we got to put this on here first. So that just goes in. They have, this is tunable right here, 3 holes, so it's tunable. We're just going to go with how the instructions say it first, and then from there we can, you know, maybe in the future we can figure out what we want to do. You know, tuning is something I need to learn about. It's another reason that I want to get a cool truck that's tunable, because I need to learn about that stuff. You know, just get that, put that in there, and then tighten that down. There we go. Okay, that's done. A little bit of that. Now these washers, these what are they called? The lock nuts. They have a little bit of nylon in there, and that's what keeps them from unthreading. Just in case you're wondering about that. So get these puppies finished up here. I'm gonna use my wrench, and then just tighten that down all the way. The more WD-40 I get, the harder it is to get a grip on my my tools. Okay, now let's move on to the next step, which is we're going to attach the two together with the hinge pin, and then we got to put a little set screw in there to keep that whole thing together. So, yeah, and then we got to look for the front arms then, and then we get to attach it to the chassis. So here we go. This goes like so. Hopefully I got this together right. Okay, and then this pin comes up through the bottom. Like that. Oh, do that again. All right, just put that up through there. Come on. And then that should go all the way through. Come on now. Find your hole. There we go. And then this little pin here, this screw here, which I gotta find the, hold on, I gotta find the hex head for it. That goes and keeps the whole thing in place. All right, so this little tiny guy right here holds that pin in place so it can't slide out. And while we're at it, we forgot the little fuzzy disc, so we'll get that in there too. We'll put that on the bowl. Little fuzzy disc. Okay, so that guy's done. All right, we'll work on the next one. The beauty of editing. All right, so those are together. All right, and we need the front arms and then more hinge pins. I'll tell you what, though, we're going to take a break. We're going to save that for the next video. So this is what we worked on now. The next video, we will connect those to their front arms and we'll put them on the chassis. So stay tuned.